If fear wasn't an option for you, what would you do completely different today? I want you to take a second with that. Welcome to Queen Sister Speaks. My name is Ebony Koger. Whether you're catching this on Sunday or whenever you're led to this screen, this is your spiritual reading. Today, we're talking about being open enough to receive new blessings, letting that old baggage go, and learning how to take your past, what your past has taught you, and simply do it better. Let's dive in. With this first card here, you want to be open. You want to listen. You want to be willing to learn. You want to be willing to see things differently. Something or someone helpful may come to you this week when you're open enough to accept it. This person may give you advice, and instead of saying, nah, that's not for me, you may actually consider it. Or you may hear about a new idea, and instead of rejecting it, you may decide to try it. Pay attention to opportunities instead of procrastinating or ignoring them altogether. Now that you're open to something new, you're being asked to make room for it. That's where baggage be gone comes in. You can't fully accept new opportunities if you're still clinging to the old or the past. This may look like no longer punish yourself for things that happened years ago. You don't judge every person by what Pookie or Cornbread did to you. And you release who you were 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and even 2 years ago. You're not that same person anymore. What you want to do is some mental and emotional spring cleaning within yourself. Now, baggage be gone also touches on emotional baggage. So don't carry old fears into new situations. Keep in mind that fear is normal. We all experience it from time to time. But you don't let fear control your decisions or your choices. You're advised to move forward even if you feel nervous. Don't let fear stop you. Just take small steps, even when you don't have it all together. Maybe that means trying a new recipe, traveling somewhere new, starting a business. Think about all the possibilities. I also want to say this. Don't let other people pump you up with fear. Sometimes people project their fears onto us. They don't know anything about that place, that business, or that opportunity. They've created a story in their mind, and now they want you to be scared too. You're advised not to do that. Know that you can start fresh. You do have great ideas. You can break old habits and patterns. You have more creativity and potential than you may realize. So don't sleep on yourself. Now is the time to decide what you want and focus on it. The clearer you are about what you want, the easier it becomes to move towards it. An effective tool I've learned is called the SMART goals. Excuse me. SMART is an acronym. So S stands for specific. Clearly define what you want to achieve. M stands for measurable. Make sure you can track your progress. If you're trying to lose weight, you can track that. If you're saving money, you can track that. A stands for achievable. Make sure the goal is realistic and something you can accomplish. And R stands for relevant. Does it align with the bigger goal? Are you saving money for a trip, for better equipment, for a business, for a better career? Make sure it supports the larger vision. T stands for time bound. This one is very important. Your goal needs a deadline. Now, if you remember in school, you had homework due the next day. You had projects due by a certain date. The deadline helped you keep focus. Do the same thing. Now it's time to let go of whatever has ran its course with this autumn card. Not everything and not everyone is meant to move in the next phase of your life. Remember, take what you need, throw the rest out. This isn't about a punishment. This doesn't mean you don't care. It simply means it no longer fits who you are becoming. You're being asked to let it go. Now, this last card is being presented to help you understand yourself better. The card says here, what has changed in my life recently? How did I react? And could I have reacted better? You want to learn from the events that has happened in your life. Notice what went well, notice what backfired, then grow from it. Now, my mother used to say, if you don't like what I'm doing, then do it better. And I did. Let's keep it simple. So think about soul food. Or any food. There are recipes we absolutely love, right? They're delicious. And sometimes they're not the healthiest choices. They contribute to high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other health concerns. So what have chefs done? They've taken those same recipes and found ways to make them more heart healthy and more supportive of our bodies. The same principle applies to life. I see a lot of content talking about parenting. Maybe gentle parenting works for some people. Maybe it doesn't work for you. Nobody is saying you have to do it. Remember, you don't have to do anything in this life but die. That's the only thing you have to do. So let's be clear about that. But if there was something your parents did that you didn't agree with, then do something better. Period. If you worked at a company and didn't like how things were handled and now you're starting your own business, do it better. Bring your ideas into it. Maybe you spent a lot of money on things you didn't need. Now you're making better financial choices. Maybe you realize you weren't taking enough time to get to know people. Now you're moving slower before calling someone a friend or entering into a relationship. So look at the recent changes in your life. Ask yourself, what did this teach me? This week, stay open to new insights. Release the old. Move through your fear. Be fearless and try something new. I want to thank you for listening to me. Again, my name is Ebony Coger. This is Queen's Sister Speaks. Have a good week. Take care. Ciao.